What's up guys, welcome back to another Vampy Lizard video, and today we are finally back in City Skylines. I know it's been some time since we've been on this City Skylines Let's Play series, but yes, you heard it right, episode 5 is finally coming out. It's been, I think, over a month since the last episode, but yes, we are actually back. And we're going to be starting by doing something that I've been wanting to do for some time, which should help really get the tourists into the city. And that is going to be making a passenger harbor area. Now, I think every city really should have one of these, and we're also going to try and make it look a little good. Instead of just plopping down, one vanilla passenger harbor building, we're going to hop and plop down a better looking vanilla passenger ship building. As you can see, the one that was just released pretty recently, I think. I'm not actually sure how long ago it came out, but it's the tram, bus, and cruise ship terminal thingy. And I think it's a lot better looking than just the regular one. And so that's going to be the centerpiece of what we're working on right now, as well as I'm going to be doing a bunch of other stuff in the city, just like traffic fixing, adding transit, and just growing the city as well. And right now we're just adding a wall on the river, because further down the river there is, as well as on the other side of the bank, there is also walls. And I just think it looks a lot better than the way it looks in vanilla, with just the water going into the land just going into the water, don't you think? Anyways, right now what we're doing is we are basically setting this up so that I can have a one-way street on the harbor. But however, as you can see, one of those roads was the monorail road, and that of course can't be a two-lane road, which is really annoying. And then I was thinking, oh, I should have the trams come in so that the trams, people getting off the tram, can just stop right by the harbor. However, what's really annoying is that if you use the one-way tram and car road, then it's one way for both trams and cars. What I was looking for was if I could get like a tramway that could go both ways, and then a car, and it would be like one lane for a car. So like a 3-lane road with 2 lanes for trams and then 1 lane for cars. However, I do not currently have that. Possibly in the future I will get that asset, and then we will replace those roads. And now we're just connecting up the monorail from the harbor into the city, which is just going to be another way for people to get from the boats into the city. And just setting it up. Now we're actually building the tracks. And I really like actually how this came out. And I even added some of these extra posts in where they weren't actually being spawned by the game. And little things that no one's actually going to see, but I think it just makes a huge difference in the actual details of the city, as well as putting it on the median, which really makes sense. I don't know why it doesn't do it in the game. Anyways, now it's time. There technically isn't really much more to do here. This by itself would be pretty functional. As long as the city grows around it, then it would look even more realistic, because right now it does seem a little isolated from the city itself. But that's why we have all the transit coming in. So we just connected up the monorail. Then I'm going to add a kind of nice chill out zone around here with some paths, some trees, I think. I'm actually using the concrete, just the regular concrete asphalt path, which I almost never use, but I think it actually looks pretty nice in this one. And then we're going to add some trees. Instead of just covering everything in trees like I do sometimes, just making it actually look, I think, a little realistic with chunks of trees, clumps of trees. And then now, of course, we do need some parking, because this is a harbor, of course. I'm not sure if I really like how the parking turned out right now, but I think at least for now, we're just going to keep it. And now, I'm doing something that I should have done a long time ago. Not this, but adding a bus station inside the downtown area. We don't have any other bus lines currently, but I did decide to build one like express bus line that would go directly from downtown all the way to the harbor and then back without any stops in between. This is just like for people who just need to get off and go straight to downtown. I do want to add more buses in the future, as well as bus lane areas. However, that has not happened yet. And I also think one other thing that would be cool to add is a ferry system. I just love the way ferries look. They really, I feel like they make a city come alive. If you have boats just going through your waterways. This can also be accomplished with the fishing industry, which I definitely plan on doing. But since there's no like, private boats in city skylines, it can kind of make it seem like the illusion that, well, there is, just at least when you look from far away. And then I'm gonna add a bit more stuff, add some walls here, and then we're gonna start moving on to another thing. Look at that. All right, and this was actually recorded before that clip where I was building the port. Anyways, there's been a really weird glitch in my city. I don't know if it's a glitch or what, but only basically like in the regular zoning areas, only 2 specific buildings were spawning, and those were really ugly ones. I don't know if you'll really get to see it in the video, but I was really getting annoyed, as well as the fact that my district themes really just wasn't working, and I could not figure out how to get it to work. If you know, and another thing is in the those areas, the only types of buildings that were spawning were like the 2x2 buildings, which is really annoying. Anyways, and this is going to be another problem later on. I don't know if I really showed in this video, but later on, after I was done recording this was a really big problem. You can also see I was working on a large pedestrian zone, which used to be just a regular just driving area, regular city area. However, I was recently in Amsterdam, which is kind of known for being super walkable, and it's just really amazing and wonderful to not have cars. So I think we're going to really spread out and add at least a few more walking zones. I don't know if it'll happen right now, however. And we're also adding a bunch more trams, because I actually didn't have any trams in this city until now. But trams are a really nice form of transit. They also look quite nice in the game, and they're really easy to set up. As well as one other thing that I was doing, also inspired by Amsterdam, is adding bike lanes everywhere. All these tram roads, instead of having parking, they have bike lanes. And biking is just really wonderful. And in this game, it actually really does reduce traffic quite a bit. You can see me adding bike lanes to these roads over here. I was looking to see if there would be one-way roads with bike lanes. I really wish I could have found that, but, well, couldn't find that. I'll probably go find it somewhere on the workshop later, and then I'll add to it. And we also gotta wait for all these guys to upgrade. All these houses. And now I'm just gonna be setting up some of the tramways. This is the first line. This is gonna be like the main line. It's gonna go right through the downtown by the train station and up by the park, future parks, and then into not really suburbs, but like houses on the hill. They're more like rich people houses. They're not quite in like really the proper city, the city proper, but technically they are in the city limits. So, and I'm adding my custom trams, of course. Look at those babies. They are really huge, and they have like 300 capacity, which is just amazing. And you can see the traffic. And I just stared at the traffic for a bit, because it's a really big problem. I've never had traffic so bad. I was hoping that if I would add this train station here, it could possibly help reduce traffic, but it didn't really seem to do that. Anyways, traffic is something that I'm going to need to fix sooner or later. But it's not going to happen in this episode. I don't know why the traffic is so bad. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.